Hallucinations, a methamphetamine and cannabis trip report by ADHD Mofo, uploaded to arrowwood.org February 15th, 2022. Hallucinations from meth overdose. 7:30 p.m. I just tried meth. I snorted it twice Sunday and snorted it repeatedly every few hours as I stayed up all night Monday until I snorted a line at 7:30 p.m. I had been having acetylcholine visuals and smoking weed from my bong for a good hour, and they died down for a bit, so I snorted 45 milligrams. I got charged by a 1 meter tall black spinning wire monster shaped like the interactive Buddy as I walked around my bed. I walked around my bed after doing that line, and I see him standing there with arms outstretched 45 degrees towards the ground, and he raised his right arm and pointed at me. He charged right through me. Then I turned and watched him dance and fade smoothly into my backpack in the corner. I actually picked up the backpack and looked behind it because it was so realistic. I saw nothing. Then I sat down, and within a minute, I saw about 40 black and very slightly rainbow black widow spiders charging me from all sides in waves for about an entire hour. Each wave took about 1 or 2 seconds to reach me before they instantly reappeared back on the wall about 4 meters away. They were each about a half meter in diameter. I tried to focus on my computer because it really sucked as my cells were penetrated and annihilated by unhampered dopamine efflux. I see bugs crawling all over in the carpet and faces swirling. I'm getting briefly touched on the back of my neck, on my leg, and all over my body. I did some research while being attacked by hallucinations, and it was probably in part due to my M1 receptor being dogged by excessive dopamine output. 7 a.m. I saw a 2D, but sometimes morphing in 3D ways, black entity in my carpet reminiscent of a cartoon 30s gangster I decided to call Mr. Homie. He had a suit, hat, and flat-top sunglasses, and was about 20 to 25 centimeters tall. Mr. Homie had the power to paint 40-plus variations of something onto my vision. By that, I mean he reacted to things being painted, and he also reacted to me. I remember seeing a salamence before it was butchered and transfigured into something homosexual and violent. Everywhere I looked, spiders and bugs were already there, and they were realistic 3D moving entities. These entities were up to 1 meter in diameter. They were formed of swirling black lines, some small enough to create a realistic entity, while others were meter-wide chaotic swirling lines. I could not hear them. Lack of glutamate allows that auditory hallucinatory connection to come to my prefrontal cortex if I'm to believe my many dissociative experiments. Alternatively, perhaps serving some other connection makes it impossible to hallucinate many sound frequencies at all. These hallucinations lasted about 24 hours and took until about 7 a.m. the next day for the hallucinatory experience to be over. I actually felt mostly fine after the experiment, but the damage is definitely irreversible. I'm never using meth again because it irked me from the moment I used it, just like Vyvanse. I don't like the excessive dopamine to norepinephrine ratio, nor the sigma-2 shiny specks in vision like 3-MeO-PCE activation and the serotonin release. I snorted it over 5 days, and I stayed up for 58 hours straight. When I peed, the smell was of putrid chemicals and lingered in my bathroom for a few days. Reported dose: 20 to 40 milligrams, repeatedly insufflated every 4 to 5 hours.